not a person.
Describe what's happening with the sounds.
It's a calling. It's the very beginning.
From the void, calling from the void, from the darkness, the nothing.
Yeah. And it's time to begin. It's like we're breathing the life like the very beginning. Like a call to action, like it's the beginning. Like earth.
Describe what's happening.
I think I'm Earth. I think I'm the planet. Yeah. At the very beginning. When the song is going through the dirt, like through the land. Like a separation or a, like it's like the birth, but it's the birth of the earth, the birth of the planet. Like you have to go now, like you have to go out and be. It's like a puppet to look. Mama Gaia. And I'm like singing, it's like a lullaby, but it's like a song you would sing to your baby when they're waking up. Like I'm awakening. And it's traveling through the earth, through all the little mycelium or whatever, the little mycelium, and they're waking up and sparking and talking to each other and telling the seeds to start growing. So still, like this movement of, but it's the sound and the vibration is what carries the messages. It's not there's no push, there's no doing. Oh, and all the trees and all the plants are my children.
What's happening now is you make those different noises to the trees and the plants.
Yeah, like I'm giving them their codes, their medicine. I'm giving them all their medicine. Every single one, every single blade of grass has its own code. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's so simple. No, they're all my children. And the birds. And the birds sing to the trees. That's who they're singing to.
Tune into the bird song. How is it affecting the trees? Tell us more about that relationship.
The birds sing to the trees and the messages go down into me and songs, love songs to mother. They're sending love songs back to the mother. Oh. Yeah. So the trees are the messengers from me, how I send my messages out, and the birds get the messages and send them around. They bring other messages back, so they go between the heavens and the earth, and so they bring the codes back down and give them to the trees, and they feed back into me, and then I change whatever needs to be changed. And I send the medicine where it needs to go. Oh, wow. That's why I'm looking up, because I'm right inside the like at the very core, looking through all the layers. Oh, yeah, I'm right at the very core. Just holding strong, holding strong, holding strong.
What do you feel is the impulse within you that's holding strong?
To just allow it to do what it's going to do.
To allow the evolution.
Yeah, just let it happen. Just to let it happen. Because it's all part of it. Like it's just a cycles. Because it all comes to an end, then it starts again. It all comes to an end and it starts again. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Tell us more about this cycle.
It's the learning. So like we've got to let it die. Oh, we've got to let it die, we've got to let it decay, we've got to let it all rot away. We've always done, it's always done this. Ice ages and stone ages, and it's always done this. It's always done this. This is a cycle. Oh. And the nature is the medicine. That's the medicine. Come on, I'm giving you, you know, I'm giving you what you need. That's what you need. That's for us. That's for the people, the humans. You know, that's, I'm your mother. I'm your mother. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. It's too fast. Slow down.
What's too fast?
People, humans, everything that's doing and happening and do and like stop, slow down, stop, stop, stop. Look at the medicine. All the answers are there in the trees, and the trees and the, you know, the water, and that's the medicine. That's all we need. Oh. I'm not angry. I'm not. Just look at me. Like I set the pace. I set the pace. And the mother, slow down.
From your perspective as the mother, observing the humankind moving through the cycles, what do you perceive has created the humans to be so doing and so disconnected from the medicine all around them?
Wanting more, 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 more. Enough. You've got enough. There's enough for everyone. More than enough for everyone. I give you everything. I'm giving you everything. Everything you need. You've got it all. It's there. Under your feet, above your head. It's there.
What is it within the humans that makes them strive for more and not realize that it's all there?
Scared. They're scared. Fear, like fear not having enough, or fear of missing out, fear of it's always one step away, it's always one step away, but they're never going to get there. If it's always one step away, then you never get there. It's now. It's here and now, right under your feet. Oh. I'm not like I will always be here. I will always be here. Just here, just being. Just being. So simple, slowly turning. The tides keep flowing into that. Yeah, so just flow in and out. Like none of it takes any effort. We just do it. We just. It's all connected, like it's all connected in. Tides, the moon, you know, the rest of the planet, you know, we're all the same thing. There's no separation at all.
What would the humans have to accept or understand to allow themselves to come into harmony with this flow and this abundance that's already there?
Stop, like just stop. Stop doing. Stop doing and just be. Like a whole lot. Like at the same moment, in the same time, like the exact same moment, everyone stopped.
Does it feel like that there's that moment on the horizon for humanity?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
I see everyone stopping and looking up.
Mm-hmm. And as they look up, what are they perceiving?
Something.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from somewhere else.
Does it have any colors? What does it feel like?
It's not scary because it's part of us. Yeah, it's like us.
Tell me more.
There's more of us. And then they're not even that different.
When you say more of us, do you mean planets or other races of being? Or?
People, humans, there's more beings. People, but they're not that different. They're not that different. Like they don't look that different. I don't think they look that different, you know? Like I think everything we've ever seen about people coming from other places is just so off the mark. Because they're not that different.
So what is it about when they come that makes everyone look up?
Like a arrival, like a big flash. Like that everyone all over the whole world sees at the same time. A big, like a leveler. It puts everyone on the same. Puts everyone on the same.
Is it like a bit of a reset?
It's like a lesson.
Tell me more. In what way is it a lesson?
Of like a death of the ego, because it's so much bigger. No, it's an expansion.
And what will it be like for those people who are very attached to their ego identity? How will they perceive this event, this experience?
It's the truth. So they see it with their own eyes. You know, they see it. So there's no hiding. There's no denying. You can't deny it. Doesn't feel like an attack, or it just feels like a doesn't feel threatening at all. Yeah. Where do they feel?
You got a sense of what race? Or is it a mixture of different races?
See, like robes, like white and gold robes.
Male and female?
Yeah, like quite androgynous actually. Like they're all in the same thing. They're all wearing the same thing because they're all equal. And they're not teaching us how to be more like them. It's not to try and be like that. They don't want us all to be like that. They're just coming to show us that they exist. That's all. They're not there to stay.
Why did they perceive, or why do they, or why did they, or why will they perceive that it was important for them to show themselves? What was happening on the earth, or what is happening at the time is now for them to reveal themselves to the earthlings and share the lesson.
Because the path that we're on is not sustainable. It's not. Like the planet will keep, I will keep going, you know, the planet will keep going, but the people won't.
Mm-hmm. So what is it about the way things are now that is creating that self-destructive pathway that people don't realize?
Need more.
Mm-hmm.
Build it bigger, build it stronger, build it better, buy it, you know, break it, throw it away, buy a new one. Consume. But nothing ever. It's the spot.
Mm-hmm. So underneath all that, what is it that humans really actually need that the stuff doesn't hit the spot?
To know that they don't need anything.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That they're part of nature, that we're not separate from the planet, the sky, the sea, the animals. Like we are, it's us, we're part of it. We're not superior to any of it.
So working in with the great evolution, great design.
Yeah, human nature.
Mm-hmm.
To slow down. It's not meant to be this big hustle. It's not meant to be like that. It's not meant to be like that at all. At all. The balance is way out. Like, way out. Way out. The idea of how we structure our time, the idea of how we structure our societies, all of it is just, it's not sustainable.
Disharmonious with our nature, our true nature, the nature of reality. So what can humans do that may be tuning in to, and what can Abby do, and all of us do, to really support herself in these what can feel like very challenging transitions and times, and what we're being confronted with from especially the external world?
You create your own reality.
Mm-hmm. Tell us more about that.
Pull yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
Pull yourself out of that. Let it collapse. Let it burn down. Let it do whatever it's going to do. Opt out. Take yourself out. All of it. The whole system. Education, medical, financial, business. It's There's no heart in any of that. It's become a machine. It's just become a churn them out machine.
So what guidance do you have for Abby and her family? 3 young children, husband still working in the trades. How does she make this transition for her and her family with as much ease and grace and abundance?
Just stay open and it will come. And when it comes, it'll be very clear. It'll be like a doorway or a very clear portal, and take it when it comes, the shift.
So again, is it something that people need to prepare for? Or is it really just being open to receive this transition? Or what is the best way for people to prepare themselves?
So work is supposed to be something that you love. So no one should ever spend their life doing something that they don't love.
So follow more the heart, the joy. What else? What about around education for children, making that transition? As Abby's husband is concerned about their daughter and the socialization in school and missing friends, if they take them out of school, speak to that. What's important for the children, how to support them?
To learn how to be happy, to give them all the tools that it's taken, people years to find, to equip our children with those tools. Yoga, meditation, nutrition, creativity, boundaries, growing their own food, so being resourceful, being able to build structures, to be able to create. To create these communities that then the children can continue on with and develop and grow, because that's how it all started. But then it's gone too far. From wanting more.
Yeah. So from what I understand, this cycle has come to this time in previous times, and there was a lot of earth changes, and societies many people were swept away or, died, and those civilizations had to reset again. What's the difference between these other cycles and this one?
There's enough of us to step out of it. We have to step right out of it.
So by stepping out of it, we're taking our energy and our focus away from it, so we're not actually fueling it any longer. So that means, and once we start really allowing ourselves to fuel the new, that will just start to do its thing.
Yeah, and when people see that, they'll want that.
Mm-hmm.
The simplicity. Just seeing like skyscrapers, you know, glass and metal. Like the cities are going to burn. The cities are going to be destroyed.
So basically anything that's out of harmony with the earth and its natural evolution will have to be destroyed or dissipated somehow.
Just trying to see how that happens. Fire. I see fire.
Yeah.
And from the ashes, you know.
Yeah. So now what advice do you have for those people in the cities?
To get the fuck out of there.
So get back to the land, really.
Yeah.
Back to nature. This is the calling.
Yeah, we're not meant to live in a big skyscraper. No one's supposed to live like that. In a little box. In an apartment in a little box. Oh, that's the vision. They want us all in prisons. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Tell me more.
Oh, they just want us all in fucking little boxes.
Yeah. Just like robots. Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking evil. What the fuck? You know, not even eating food. Like, you know, having little pellets and oh fuck. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Rows and rows and rows of buildings of little boxes. Oh, we can't let that happen. Oh no, we can't let that happen.
So just to have more understanding, because knowledge is power. Tell us, see if you can tune into that darkness and just what is their intention? What do they believe about what they're doing? What is their impulse or their push? What's pushing them to?
Power. Power. More. More. I want more. It's never enough. More. Yeah. Oh, it's like I see this like black smoke, you know, that just like seeps under a door.
Insidious.
Just comes.
So in order to keep wanting more power, what would the dark have to believe about itself and life?
We're just animals. We're just cattle.
Yeah. So do they see the humanity as cattle?
Yeah.
Do they see themselves?
No.
No. How do they perceive themselves?
Better.
Well, what do they feel makes them better than humans?
Intelligence.
So is that where that arrogance kind of seems to come from?
Yeah, they think they're the chosen ones.
Mm-hmm.
And that black smoke is not of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
That is not from here.
Mm-hmm. You tune into that black smoke. What's the effects of that energy on people, on everyday people that may not even realize? How is it influencing their behavior?
Oh, it cuts them off, cuts off their connection right through here. Cut.
So their connection to their higher self. Mm-hmm. So they get disconnected, and so is that why they become more in the kind of trapped in the ego, the limited perception of themselves, the ego identity, into that survival?
Yeah.
You tune into the planet. What kind of percentage feels like it's in that now? In more of the ego entrapment, if you like, feeling disconnected from their true self.
Like over half, but only just over. Only just over half. 60s, 68, just over half. Because we've still got all the children in the light. We've got all the children and we need to protect children.
What's the best way that we can protect the children now?
Hold them close. Hold them close. And teach them, like to educate them, teach them, tell them what's happening. You can't hide it from them. You've got to tell them what's happening.
How can you? What is a good way to speak to the children about what's happening? So to support them.
Teach them how to listen to themselves. Don't listen to anyone else. Don't just their truth. Come back to your truth. Hand on heart, hand here. Breathe. What is true for you? What is true for you now? What is true for you now? What is true for you now? The most important thing in the whole world is that truth. That truth, that truth. For all, that's the in here, that inner wisdom, and we have to. It tells you to run. Because there is darkness, real darkness. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I just see these people up in these skyscrapers and they're at the very top. And they're just looking down, pushing the buttons.
Creating the chaos.
The fear. They're not human anymore. They're not human anymore. It's like that smoke is where their soul used to be,
Smoke is where their soul used to be?
Yeah.
And what has the soul been replaced with?
It's power. More.
Greed, power, control, domination.
Yeah. Yeah, and greed, absolute greed. Like at a big table with all this food and there's a starving person there and they won't even throw them an apple, grease dripping down their chin, you know, just, oh, it's quite grotesque.
I want to invite you now to tune into the light. Tune into the light on this planet. Talk to me about the light.
Oh, we're all finding each other. So we're all, this has been sent for us to all find each other. Yeah.
What do you mean? What has been sent?
The shit, the COVID, the fucking shit.
So that we could come out in a way?
Yeah, come and find each other.
Mm-hmm.
Find each other again and regroup and you know?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't pushed us out.
Any more?
They haven't pushed us out. We left.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Mm-hmm. We left.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been pushed out of anything. Oh. We haven't been pushed out of anything. We left. Yeah.
So for those in the light now who are choosing the alignment of their soul and their sovereignty, and they can feel it in their heart, what is the best advice for them now to accept, to get really empowered and aligned in these coming days, weeks, months?
It's the building of a new civilization.
Yeah.
We're building the new civilization. We're building it. Yeah. And I mean, like, actually re-looking at how we create our structures, you know, and it's going back to go forward, you know, just like villages and eco villages and huts and, you know, gardens and irrigation, but then bringing in the technology as well, that it's not going to be such a
hard slog.
Yeah, like the beginning of with carts and wheels. Yeah. It's not. It can be, you know, you know, like looking at a seed and looking how it does that and how does it do that and how do we take that and, you know, for good. Mm-hmm. For good.
To work with the technology, to work in harmony with nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do we have access to the technology? How do we have access to the technology? Or is it new levels of technology that we'll have access to?
I think it's here and there's more to come.
Yeah.
There's more to come. Like, so when we have the visitation, see the city's burning. The cities are burning. I don't know. Oh, okay.
What's happening?
Well, the cities are going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one way to get people out of them.
Yeah. And then the new will be given codes. Codes, like light codes, like it's almost as simple as just touching.
And what will happen with those light codes? How are they affecting the person, the body?
Like an upgrade. Upgrade.
And with that upgrade, what would be the changes?
To hold the frequency.
So higher vibration.
To not keep slipping back. Yeah. Yeah, to hold. Like a permanent for everybody. Like by touch, just like a hand on the heart. And just next person. Next person, you know.
And for the people who have been injured during this time, or what's been put into their bodies and how it's reacted with their genetics, what will be, how will they heal? What will happen for them?
So there's a choice point. And if they take the choice point to come to the new, then they can as well. Same as everyone else. But the people that miss the choice point, they're gonna go.
When you tune into the energies of the earth as the earth now, how does it feel like we are with that choice point?
It's right there.
Now?
Yeah. And tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And your door, it's there. Curtains, it's there again. It's there again. It's there again.
So you kind of face with it every day.
Absolutely.
And what about this visitation, this event? When does it feel like that may transpire, or everyone will witness?
We've done the work. When we've laid the foundation, when we've taken that leap of faith, that surrender, when we've let that go and moved into this. How long? Before 10 years. 7 or 8. 6, 7, 8. Because it depends. Yeah.
And for those people who are, but what will I do about my finances? What do you have to say to them?
You don't need all the things that you've got. You don't need the things that you've got. Exchange, barter. Yeah, we've got it all wrong. We've got it all wrong. Yeah. That's gonna anyway, everyone's gonna have fucking nothing anyway.
It's the easier way or the harder way, basically.
Yeah, it's not even real. It's not even real. Opt out completely. Completely. So, like, from the core of the earth, I'm going to send up through the plants codes, the energy into the food. That's what's going to save us.
Eating from the earth.
Yeah. And like telling it, growing the food and telling it what you want it to do for you.
The intention.
Yeah, because then it will do that. Because that's how powerful it is.
And the waters too.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
All part of that dance of connection.
Yeah. You know, the water that you want, when you water the garden, you know, like we're going to collect our rainwater and water our garden with the water, but we'll bless the water before it goes on the garden. So it's sacred. Through sound. Like a low hum. You can feel it when you put your hands on the earth, you know, put your ear and listen to me. I'm speaking to you. Listen. Oh.
Listen with our ears and our hearts.
Yeah.
Our bodies.
Yeah. Like teach the children to lie on the grass on their stomach for a certain amount of time every single day. The very first thing of the class of the morning, lie. Listen. When you feel ready, come back up. What did you receive? Swim in the water. Listen. Come back out. What did you receive? The guidance is all there, and it's gotten so loud and so busy and so fucking bing, 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 bing. And in this place, in this new, like, oh, it feels so good. Like it can be that beautiful. It can be. Yeah. Oof. Oh, and it's like it used to be. It used to be like that. And another time, there's so much more than we even.
What has prevented humans from understanding better about their history?
The control. It's always been started with one, and that wasn't enough for that one. They wanted more, and then there was two. Wanted more, and then 3, 4, 5, because it's infectious, like a sickness. It's like a sickness. It's like I see their eyes are black. Actually, their whole inside is black. Yeah. All of those motherfuckers, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's some scary shit going on within those circles. Real dark, scary shit.
To talk about that, Abby, the last time she was here 2 years ago, we go into a past life where, and she's spoken about it today, was trafficked. However, in that life, she was drawn to the water and exited from the body at a very young age to get out of that abuse. So what was the purpose of that life for Abby? Why was it important to bring that forward and have that information in this life?
To know that it is true. Mm-hmm. You know that it is happening. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That it is happening. And it's like our sexuality is our power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Creativity, connection.
Yeah. And so these people are so, drunk on power, so obsessed with power that they want to take, and they're insatiable. They can't, it's never enough. So it's got to be younger, more. Oh.
That's Troy. They're trying to normalize it even. Their new marketing campaigns.
Yeah. And they feel like it makes them more powerful. So it is.
What do they believe they're taking from the children?
Their souls. Their essence, their life force. Mm-hmm. They're training them. Mm-hmm. Like yeah. Next more. Yuck.
So they're so disconnected from their own essence. It's the only way they can they perceive as a source. And how can humanity truly support these children? And to really put a stop to this?
We've got to take out the infection. That's the virus. We're going to take out the infection.
What is the virus? What is the infection?
Is the whatever's these people with the black, the top, they're always at the top. If you go to the if you go to anything, the top, the very top, they've got the black.
How do we do that? It's required.
We're going to give them a taste of their own medicine.
What do they fear the most?
People.
Tell me more about that.
They're scared of us because there's more of us than there is of them. There's way more.
So what are they most fearful in people? What would happen to humans that would fear them the most?
Awake. Knowing.
Awake.
Awake.
Yeah.
Awake. Knowing, seeing, uniting, and fighting.
Say no.
Say no. And we're so dependent on, like the social media, phones, devices, technology, but if we all stop, like before, just stop buying it, stop watching it, stop eating it, stop wearing it, and stop selling it, stop, then it collapses. It's so fucking simple. Oh man,
people's lives are so tied into it.
Yeah.
So that seems to be the biggest issue, that people feel they don't have any choice. Seems to be one of the biggest trickster that people have really been blinded by, is this coercion of their consent, and then giving it away because they feel they have to, or that they don't have a choice. What would you like humans to know about all that? What would you like the living man and woman of the earth?
I just see like peeling off. It's like peeling off this layer of that's been constructed around us, and actually just back to our true essence. What do we need? Food, water, shelter, sleep, and love. Beautiful. That's all we need. That's all we need. Actually, really, 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 really need. Everything else could go. Everything else could completely go, and we'd be fine. We'd be absolutely fine.
Water, food, shelter, and something of love.
Water, shelter, sleep. Sleep and love. Because we know how to do the rest. We know how to do the rest. We know how to raise our children. We know how to educate them.
Everything else comes naturally, doesn't it? When those needs are met.
We know how to keep ourselves healthy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gone crazy.
So one of Abby's questions was around attachments and labels. Speak to her about that.
So just coming back to that feeling at the beginning of just nothing.
Void.
Yeah. Chikori. So when she feels herself running away or something, just come back. Here, breathe. And the labels, they're just words. Just live it, live it, live it. You don't need to say I am brave, just go and be brave. You need to say I am funny, just be funny, make someone laugh. You don't need to say I am beautiful, just be beautiful.
That was one of Abby's questions about the body. Why has she had such resistance to taking good care of her body and eating well for her body?
Because what she does,
So why the resistance to that?
because it's so big.
What's the resistance to the change? What that means?
Yeah, maybe like a fear of leaving people behind.
Yeah. Kind of holding herself back vibrationally a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah, but the people who are meant to come with me will come with me, you know. And my kids are like up here, you know. They're my teachers, so my teachers.
And how can Abby embrace more devotion and structure into her life for self-care and coming back into that void and that stillness within where all is well, all is known?
Don't talk about it, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Get up, put the jug on, and sit. That's all it is. Not even put the jug up, just get up, walk out of your bedroom, sit in the lounge. You're doing it. Anything else that comes into that, beautiful. Just do it.
And speak to Abby about the pattern of the yelling and the rage and the swearing that can happen sometimes with the kids.
Ooh,
where's that coming from?
It's not mine.
Who does it belong to?
Oh. It came from Mum.
Did it come before her? Did it come down through the ancestry? How far back?
I think so.
How many generations back did it feel like? What do you get? Way back.
Way back.
Yeah. So how does
short wick, you know? Short wick. Short wick. Not anymore.
So what's the antidote to that for Abby? How does she dissolve that patterning and heal it now?
I call on a permanent shift. To break me out of my pattern of rage. I call on a permanent shift to break me out of my pattern of rage. I call on a permanent shift to break me out of my pattern of rage. And so it is. It is done. That should do the trick.
So talk about the sounding there, the releasing of that sounding. Describe what was happening.
It's just all stuck in there and it's just not even mine.
So underneath that rage, what's underneath that? What was buried underneath that rage?
Emotion, like feeling, just all these years and years and years worth of people's feelings that they weren't able to hold their tongue, they weren't able to speak it, and it was boiled, bubble, 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 ah, bubble, 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 ah. But I'm at the point where I don't have the pent up shit anymore. If I need to say it, it comes out. If I need to say it, it comes out. So there's nothing building because I'm always releasing. Just walk away. Like if I feel it, walk away. Just walk away. Just walk outside. Get in the shower. Get in the bath. Drive to the beach. Scream. It's not to never feel rage again. It's to direct it and use it. To use it. Not abuse it. To use it as a tool. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I knew I was going to need a new tool. To know it was
Sacred rage.
Yeah.
Speak more to that, because I feel like that's going to be a huge energy coming up, especially in New Zealand now, with everything going on, is bringing up this rage, this sacred rage. Speak more how we can utilize it as a tool for the new, to create the new, and not in an abusive, destructive way for ourselves or others. How can we really harness this energy, this passion, this fire?
Well, it's a cycle. It's part of the cycle. So when you feel it building, it's releasing it and alchemizing it in a way that through the body. Yeah, through the body.
Does that mean through the action, or what do you mean through the body?
Through the body, through movement, through sound, through speaking it out, through yelling, through screaming, through singing, through dancing, through sex, through, you know, to feel it and channel it and shift it.
Give it expression.
Yeah, and then when it shifts, it goes out and it transmutes and back to love. So it means there's more love and less of that shit. So you can do that for yourself, but you can do that for everyone, for a person. So, okay.
You can channel their rage if they're having trouble to allow themselves that expression. You can help release some of that energy.
We can do it for those fucking people with the black eyes. Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
fuck. We can connect in to them, and we can shift some of their dark. Oh, just a little bit at a time, though. Just a little, like a tiny, just a tiny bit.
Why does it have to be a tiny bit at a time?
Because it's so.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And then clear to make sure none of it's stuck inside. Got to make sure it's all out, clear light. Ah. Oh. We're going to send that light to them. We've got to send light to them.
Speak more to that. It's going to be a challenging one for a lot of people.
Fuck. I don't fucking want to. Okay. So
Abby doesn't really want to, so yeah.
If we can shift their dark and create space, we need to fill it with light, otherwise the dark will go back up. So if you tap into them and yell and scream and shake and then fill ourselves with light, send it back to them. Close. Back to us, flush out. And water. Ocean, swim, shower, drink, cleanse, water, falling water, yeah, plunge or submerge, under and back up. Ooh.
So is that something one person can do, or is that to be done in groups?
We can all do it if we want to.
Is there anybody doing that on the planet at the moment? The people or groups that have felt a sole purpose or guidance to do that? Yes. No? Pretty new concept. Yeah. And speak more to the if people decide and choose to do that and really work with that level of energy, and of course that's going to be the people who's already done so much inner work, I'm guessing, that they've already released and healed so much that they can take on that kind of moving that energy through them. So yeah, speak more to the impact that could have on these people at the top with the black eyes. What's changing in them and what's changing in their actions and their perceptions.
Try to give them their humanity back. Try to make them human again. Because they'll be lost when we go. In the shift, they'll be gone. It's giving them a chance. Because we all deserve a chance, even those fuckers.
And so for those people who might think, well, they deserved it, so just let them go.
Yeah.
I guess that's an option too. It's going to be up to people to choose.
Yeah. But we all started out as little babies.
Even then. How did their energy get so distorted? How did they move away from their humanity so much? What happened to them as children?
Oh, I think they're playing their role. They're playing their role. It's all connected to money and power, money and power, money and power, money and power. It's all building up to this now.
Crescendo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in many ways, they're that reflective mirror of what we're not and we don't want to be.
Yeah.
You know, and they're holding the mirror up pretty close. It's pretty uncomfortable, but we got to look at it, right?
Yeah.
So that we can make this decision and really get clear on what is not okay.
Yeah.
Does not get our consent, so that we can be really clear also on what does get our consent and move in that direction, right?
So we need to like, okay, so if you've got someone like a family member and they're under the spell,
yeah,
you just need to lie there, picture them, however you want to picture them, and it's in here and it's behind the eyes.
Yeah.
And we just need to it's light. How does it get in? How do we see it? It's in here. From our heart center, send it. Okay, from their heart center, from our heart center into their heart center, actually, because it's going to travel up into here, because this is where they're trapped. They're trapped up here. Yeah. So we need to, yeah, so it's not about sending it there, from here to their heart center, like it's like CPR. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Woof, 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 woof. So that this becomes stronger than that.
Well, a lot of people are having injuries from the injections with chest pain. However, I'm also aware that as people ascend in this ascension, people are also having heart palpitations. So speak more to that.
So I think one is expansion and one is contraction. So we're going to send the expansion.
So the palpitations or with the ascension is expansion.
Yeah.
So opening the heart center, releasing more energy from that area. And then with the injection, what's happening? How's the contraction happening?
It's getting smaller. Closed. Tight, 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 tight.
So that's why people are having heart attacks and different chest pains and stuff like that.
Yeah. Holding on, like closing off. Closing off. So they already know. It's like they already know that we're going to try and do this.
They've got technologies, don't they, to remote view and do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's all a bit of a game, isn't it? Big game.
But it's love. So it's like when you have that family member that, you know, sends a nasty message, or a person on the street that says something to you, like it's absolute love. That's what's going to wake them up. Absolute love. Stay neutral. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day. Or even I love you. Where's your fucking mask? I love you. You know? And then they're going to go home going, how did that person say that? How did that? Blah, 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 blah. But there's that seed. It's going to go and you know, when's the last time people heard I love you? A lot of people haven't heard that for a long time. Ooh. Yeah. And women are really leading the way. You know, women are really leading the way. There's so many women that have awakened and that have done their work so that they can now lead from here. And we've got to bring out men with us, you know. We've got to just, some of them need to just be dragged up now. Come on. Come on.
So yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. I think me and myself and Abby can both relate to. And we were talking about it earlier. So what is the best way to really, and for other women as well, or men that feel like they're a bit up the track and it's not a competition, but in the consciousness and the level of doing the inner work, how best can we serve our partners or those around us so that they don't feel they're being pushed, or you know what I mean, that they have their free will, that we honor their free will and be an invitation, I guess, more than anything.
So it's not being under them. It's not, you know, it's not like they're halfway up climbing a mountain and we're not underneath going, come on, keep going, take another step, take another step. We're at the top of the mountain, reaching down. Going, come, you're so close, you're nearly there. One more step, one more step, one more step. There's no push, like at the beginning, there's no push, there's no force. We don't need to push or force any of this. The key to it all is to just let go, let it happen. Let go. You know, because we haven't been pushed out of anything. We left. We left.
And that leaving, was that a decision before we even came into this life?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the real action piece.
Yeah, and everyone's chosen, right? So everyone's just playing their part. Everyone's playing their part, even the dark, even these big fucking black eye elites. They're playing their part because they think they're doing the right thing. I mean, they do. They think we're all fucking idiots and that they know better.
They're the chosen ones.
Yeah, and that the planet's fucking gonna die unless they put us all in these little boxes and they do all this fucking crazy shit that they want to do. Feed us on little pellets that come out of a tube out of the wall and but it's still love because they think they're doing their best. It's just distorted. But if this thing in them is not human, when we're trying to make them human again, what is that? That's what I'm curious about. What is that thing? Black smoke thing. Is it just a part of human nature? I don't know.
So go ahead and follow that black smoke. Take it back to where that black smoke is coming from. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. Describe what is happening.
It's everywhere. It's actually just part of it all. It's this distortion. It's like all the worst bits of everything all mixed together.
The opposite of the light, dark,
Yeah.
shadow. Yeah.
But it's also in everything all the time as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that means we can beat it. That means we can beat it, right? If it's just part of us, of everything.
So what do we have to accept in ourselves? Yeah, we can beat it because it seems to be it's the fear of it having some, it's the fear, it's the imagined fear more than anything, isn't it? Something taking us over or be more powerful than us.
Yeah.
So what would we need to shift within ourselves to really, really know and trust and accept who we are beyond the dark and the light?
From a conversation earlier, that it's actually all in us all the time, and we choose. We choose. We choose. Because it can be the same thing. I want more. I want more light. I want more light. I want more love. More.
I'm not enough, never enough.
Yeah, so it can be the same thing, right? Just because that's darker or lighter, it's oof. Well, it's all going to turn out. It's all going to be okay. I absolutely feel that it's all going to be okay. It needs to be different. It's got to be different. It's got to be different. This is our chance to save. This is our chance to save humanity and the human race from extinction. This is our choice point. Otherwise, we're just going to burn ourselves out. I have this feeling like just no contentment, just being with what we've got. Just a beautiful balance of challenging ourselves and growing, but then stopping and enjoying, and then just this path.
What's happening?
We're no different to those golden robe, white robe people. They're just a little bit further along than us.
Mm-hmm. What guidance do they have for us now? We can receive today.
So just buzzing, like actually the energy is here. It's all around us. We need to harness that energy because it's all around us. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. We need to harness it, draw it in through your skin, into your cells. Draw it in. I can feel things coming in through my fingertips. Yeah, oh, it's got to collapse. It's all got to completely collapse. Sorry. Sorry. But it's got to collapse.
It's like nature, the change of season, the dismantling.
Yeah.
The death, rebirth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like the most important thing for myself and Abby and people like us on the planet who are feeling, our egos are feeling a bit pushed out of the old system, even though deep down, of course, we have chosen. It seems like acceptance that we have chosen a different path this lifetime.
It's more than acceptance. Celebration.
Ah, beautiful.
Celebrate good times. Come on. We don't need cafes. Celebration. Gather together. Mm-hmm. Gather together with your tribe, with your new groups, with your people. Gather and celebrate. Dance and sing and make fires and let the children all meet each other and be free and celebrate. You know, we made it. Mm-hmm. We made it. We made it. They're running out of time and they're running out of options now. And even if they push it so far to come and take us and force us, there's still these people. Mm-hmm. There's still these people. But that's not going to happen. I really don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening.
What do you see that's going to interrupt?
More people waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more people waking up.
More people sharing their voice.
Yeah, more people speaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking out. And you know, like they'll see the celebration. You know, they'll see it, they'll hear it, they'll feel it. They'll be like, I want that. Mm-hmm. That's better than a flat white.
And people muzzled and looking pretty miserable behind the are unable to even communicate about certain things and not freedom.
Yeah,
confined, restricted in so many ways.
Yeah, restricted, constricted,
segregated.
Yeah,
it's not fun. It's not who we are.
Yeah, and they want us to be punished, right? But we're not. We've got to show them we're not being punished.
Yeah, that's what I've felt, is that Let it bring out our creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can take it away. They can stop us putting picture on it. They can stop it all. They can stop it all, and it doesn't matter because we've still got that. And even if they come and take that, we've still got it in here.
Yeah.
They can never, never take that away. Never. They can never, ever take our connection away. They can't. Yeah. They cannot.
Mm-hmm. And through that connection, we have our God source codes, so we can transmute any lower density vibration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like the biggest thing is just for us to not get seduced by the fear.
Yeah.
Or the intimidation, etc., stay aligned with our source codes and inner truth, inner compass. As you said, put the ear to the ground, connect with nature.
Yeah, and like, by publicly saying, I'm glad I'm not allowed to access all these things. It's awoken something in me. It's unlocked something in me. I'm happier than I was when I had access to all those things. You're like, what? Huh? What about your kids? Oh, they're happier too. What? How can you be happier? We've shut you out of society to teach you a lesson. It's done the opposite. We're so happy, Is that? Well, hang on. I want to be happy. I want to be free. We're the free ones. We are free. We are free. We're the ones that have held on to our freedom the whole way through. We are free. We are free. Free to be. You and me. We are free.
It feels appropriate now. I'd like to invite you to do a body scan on Abby's body and to tune into the hormonal balance. What's been creating the hormones, being the estrogen being high? What's been changing going on in Abby's body to create this?
It's always been there.
Mm-hmm. What does it represent?
Oh. I'm out of balance with my masculine.
So how can Abby balance her
Structure? More structure.
The groundedness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that structure, like some routine now.
Mm-hmm.
Routine now.
Yeah.
Routine now.
And thought just came to me, does that give Sam more of a partner, more of an option, then he can actually allow more flow in his feminine?
Yeah.
Allow more balance within him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for the children too, like it will be more, the word that's coming through is predictability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then they go, oh, okay. Not
like
too
a container,
much.
isn't it?
Yeah, but not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much, not setting myself up to fail, you know, with this full-on schedule. It's like just, you know, like even eating lunch at the same time every day. Well, then, you know, maybe there's an exception on a weekend or whatever, but during the week, you know, I eat my main meal at 12:30. That's when I do that. And that's non-negotiable, you know? Or whatever, however it works. With exceptions of if I have a client or whatever, but it's going to teach me that I can rely on myself. Because I wasn't given that. I wasn't taught how to do it. So I now need to teach myself. I need to teach myself how to do that. That will give me more stability to go. And the throat and the chest and the lungs. Let's see. Oh. I think it's been clearing. It's actually just been clearing.
Is it generational trauma? Is that what it was? Yeah. Just needed to come up and out.
Way back from the woman. Way back on both sides. All of their grief and all of their unspoken words and so much grief and mourning, so much. And I'm nearly at the end of it now. And the, you know, the doctor, the GP, the hospital, there's no place for me. I don't want to. Or my children, or my husband. Unless it's, you know.
So what advice do you have for Abby for ease, grace and flow of her health and balance and that of her family?
To be conscious about what I'm putting into my vessel. Food, water, what I'm consuming, what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, the conversations that I'm having, the people that I'm surrounding myself with. Just be really super protective. It's not the right word, but assertive and clear. Conscious. Yeah, and of what's going in and what's coming out.
Aware.
Yeah. And to get moving.
Selective.
Yeah, my vessel needs to be stronger from this battle.
What do you mean this vessel needs to be stronger from this battle?
Well, for the stuff that's coming, for the, not a battle, but this crumbling, and this, I just need to be
resilience.
Yeah,
to have the resilience.
Yeah. So I just needed a bit stronger, like even physically stronger. Like I can pick up all three of my kids and run down the street, or carry, or just to
feel that level of capability.
Yeah. And it's through yoga and dance. It's not working out in a gym or punching a bag or yoga, dance, and like finding a yoga teacher that's lost their job to come in and to come into the home and do yoga with us all. Sam and I, but also the children, together. We're going to need
family yoga.
To do family yoga, family meditation, family in the garden, family, because I've been pushing them away a bit lately, the kids, just to go off and have technology, and I don't want that life for my children. I don't want them exposed to that shit until they get to an age where they can actively choose. Then it's their journey. But at this age, bring them back up.
How important is the sea salt bath for Abby?
No, it's the best place in the world. It's the best place in the world.
What's happening in those sea salt baths? So supportive.
It's like being back in the womb. So it's like a safety. It's safety, but then I'm getting codes from nature, from the birds and from the clouds and from the sun and the sky and the rain. So it's making me one with nature.
Slowing down to actually receive that calibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, listening to my body. Listen.
How can Abby develop more tolerance?
I think she's got a lot more than she thinks she does. I think I've got a lot more.
Speak to Abby about her relationship with a partner and just having freedom in that relationship and trust and forgiveness of the past traumas and hurts. How does she move on in a way that's honoring for both?
So by giving him that freedom, he's going to want to do that stuff less and less. He does it because of, But it's actually releasing my attachment altogether.
His choices.
Yeah.
And what does Abby replace that with? So she's releasing the attachment to his choices and replacing it with?
Well, turning my gaze back inwards.
Yeah.
Focusing on my choices.
Yeah.
I know that my focus wants to be my vessel and making it healthier and fitter.
Yeah.
So make that my focus. Make that my focus. Yeah. And when I do want to let loose or let my hair down or whatever, if it's drinking or a bit of a party or whatever, then it's guilt-free. I mean, it's just what I'm choosing to do in that moment. And then the next day I can start again. Yeah. Like eating something that's not a great choice one day doesn't mean, or in the morning, say, doesn't mean the rest of the day is done and then the rest of the week, then we'll just call it a shit month. Like I can come back, reset. rebirth, rebirth, rebirth.
Choose again, choose again, choose again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak to Abby about her relationship with her mum.
You just got to let her go. Just let her go. She's going to do whatever she wants to do, and it's not my responsibility at all. At all. She's a 68-year-old woman. And with Dad, I need to tell him how I feel. Tell him that I've seen a shift. Tell him that it makes me sad. Tell him that I miss having that version of him, and that it's his journey, and that it's up to him, but that he's so much bigger.
As he tuned into his energy, what made him kind of drop back?
COVID.
Yeah. The fear?
Yeah. The first lockdown, sitting in his apartment, watching the news, watching the news, watching the news. Watching the news. I see me and him sitting at the beach having a talk. Yeah. Not walking on the beach, talking, you know, so it's still moving.
Yeah. Brother?
Feeling closer to him than I have in many years, actually. The fact that he reached out and asked how I was doing was a huge breakthrough. So just to keep that back and forth going, you know, like even once a week, you know, just to keep that, to keep stoking that flame. Yeah. Yeah.
That vision that Abby told me about being an old woman still in the house living in Chisnell. What's that vision about? How did she get that vision?
It's about me creating a space where I'm surrounded with everything that I need, so that I'm like self-sufficient. I've got all my vegetables and I've got all my herbs and I'll make my tinctures and I've got all my animals, and yeah. And then I stay on this path. Like this is
showing you that this is your path.
This is who I am now. Well, I've always been. But this is it. There's no going back for, there's no compromising my integrity for anyone ever again. No matter who I lose or who drops away,
I'd like to invite in Abby and her higher self and guides to do another body scan and to bring in any cellular healing with the help of the Acturians and any other connections that is appropriate for today, that loves Abby unconditionally through divine love.
Oh.
Can you describe what's happening?
Just spiraling through. Little spirals through. Just pulsating. My head feels about that big. My whole body's expecting.
What else? Keep describing what's happening.
So really light and buzzing.
What's changing? What's different?
It's just releasing all the old shit. I Ooh, my hands have got something new. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, some like clearing. Oh, it's like the thing I was talking about before, where you just touch. Oh. Oh.
What are you letting out when you're coughing there? What's been released?
Whoa. Something that was in there that wasn't supposed to be in there. You little shit, get out. What was that? Oh, it was in here. Funny that. Whoa. Oh, I'm quite lightheaded now. Oh, that's really deeply embedded in there.
So that energy had a voice. What would it say?
The one that left?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? You think you're so fucking great, you're nothing, you're just a piece of shit.
So is that an entity that was picked up, or just an energy thought form?
in there, like in the tissue. It was put in there.
Put in there. Tell me more about that.
I don't know how long has it been in there. I see the PCR test. The very first one.
So was it because of the vibration or the intention behind it? So what was it about that test that brought it into the tissue like that?
It's to keep me small.
So was it the intention of whatever's on that PCR, or was it the people who made it, their vibration?
It's the energy.
It's the energy, yeah. So the intention behind it or the vibration? Yeah.
Yeah. And things got stuck up there. Things got stuck up there. They cleared it out.
Good. Is there anything else that's required to help the body? Good. So speak about these new modalities that Abby is expanding into her toolbox.
Sending from here out. So like sending it out like a beam, and then it goes like this, like a scan, up and down the body, and just clears and releases anything attached. That's a new one.
Where's that energy coming from? Where's that modality coming from?
I got the Egypt.
So tell me more about that. So 3, 2, 1, go to that lifetime, wherever it's come from. Tell us more about this modality. Be there now. Describe what is happening.
I'm in the middle of like a pyramid. But I'm not a person. I'm like a beautiful translucent like liquid in this little glass thing right in the middle of the pyramid. Like a pinky translucent liquid. Like thick and thick. And I'm in a diamond within the pyramid.
Well, what is that liquid being used for? How is it? What's its role? What's its purpose in this pyramid in Egypt?
Sending out. Love. High, like high. The liquid came from somewhere else. And it was put in there.
And like the high vibration of love frequency.
And like helps you set it, stay there.
Stabilize.
So you can go higher, but you don't go back down again.
Beautiful. So Abby has this now, this capability to bring this energy of love that cleanses and clears all the other energy that doesn't resonate. Anything else that you can give her as guidance to support the people that she works with?
She already had it, but it was asleep. So there's so many people that need my medicine. So I need to allow myself to expand so that I can send it out. By sharing.
Calling them in, yeah. Just magnetizing them to it. And so is it required for Abby to get online and do some online stuff? And what advice do you have for her about developing her business, I guess, online, offline, and also about the receiving money as payment, as exchange, and how that looks like in the coming days, weeks, months, years?
I think it's all going to happen. It's just going to happen. It starts with like a avalanche, a snowball. So it'll start with a thought and an idea and grow. Like I don't need to know what it's going to be. I just need to start with an online something, some sort of container. And it'll be after, it'll be in the new year, it'll be in the new year, not this year, next year, the container.
Do you mean 2022 or 2023?
2022.
I'm just wondering about this whole transition. Will there be a phase as we make this transition out of the old, allow the old to drop away into the new, that we will have to be a little time without our technology potentially? Is that required, or
maybe a lot of time with that?
Maybe a lot of time. Yeah. Reset.
Yeah, because we've all become desensitized. We need
a time out. I was just wondering, about online stuff or businesses or whatever. So in the future, there might be just really a lot of change with all of that. Talk more to the future of what it looks like. So I'd like you to just close that scene now. Now we're going to go into the future. So move along 6 months in Abby's timeline. Be there now and describe what is happening.
We're working on our home. Maybe we're working on it to sell it. I feel closer to the kids than I've ever felt before. I think they're home with me. They're not going to school. And I'm working like 2 days a week. Just 2. One day I see 2 in-person clients in person. And one day I have a more full day. It's online. And the children go somewhere else on those 2 days. And then the rest of the time they're with me. And I have extra children actually, sometimes as well.
You're helping each other out.
The communal,
yeah. Beautiful. How's Abby's body feeling?
Amazing.
Tell me more.
Everything's clicked in. Everything's clicked in. And shifted. We're eating more, fresh, delicious foods, and the kids are helping me cook and prepare, and the kids even, have a turn where it's their night to cook dinner, and Sam's working shorter days because we're working on the house. We'll cut everything right back. All our expenses, anything, all cut right back. Just living as simply and frugally as we can because we're preparing for something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What does it feel like outside of Abby's house and home? What does it generally feel like? The world around her?
Still feels pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's an anger and like fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But we're out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like our house is just surrounded by this big golden bubble. Yeah, we're spending a lot of time at home.
Where are you sourcing your food from? And
so we're growing food, and we're involved in co-ops with other like unvaccinated families, and we're involved in co-ops. Where we get a big lot of something, and then we all split it up, and we take turns who's going to do that. Just schedule it around. Yep.
Beautiful.
Mm.
So now let's close that scene and let's go another 6 months into the future. So 12 months altogether along the timeline. Be there now. Describe what is happening.
We're by the water. At the beach, we've got a different house. We're quite remote. I'm working online 5 days a week. 4, 5. Sam's caring for the children. He's teaching them how to build. We're surrounded by like-minded people. Who have become our family. And between us all, we just share everything. Have each other's kids, and we give each other nights off so we can spend time on our marriages and our unions, and it's just flowing. It's just flowing. It's just so beautiful. We don't even really have money, I don't think, just maybe I'm not even working online. I just feel like we don't have money, like we don't use money. It's not part of our life.
So what do you use to exchange?
energy, time. So you look after my children for 4 hours because I feel like I need a break from my children. But while I'm having that break from my children, I'll come and weed your garden for 4 hours. Yeah.
The exchange of services.
Yeah.
Time and services and skills.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm definitely close to a beach.
Beautiful.
But I don't know if our house is gone. Like I feel that hanging in the background. So maybe that's just rented or something, you know. I don't think we. Yeah, I don't think we let go of that completely.
So now let's close the scene and this time move forward another 12 months, so 2 years altogether. Be there now. Describe what is happening.
I'm standing in front of a big group of people and talking, and they're laughing and clapping and I'm empowering them and inspiring them. And helping them shift out of the old into the new. Helping them drop back into the into vibration, to let it all go, and talking about our journey as a family and where we've got to and how everything changed, and I'm teaching people the new way. And every week there's another group and we welcome them. Come. It's okay. It's okay. We help them heal. We empower them. We show them a new way.
Tell me more. What else is happening?
We just got this huge community now. Like before it was just a few families, like maybe 5 or 6, and now it's like, I don't know, hundreds. If you go and stand on a mountain, all you can see is us. Feels like looking down on a festival. You know, it's not like looking down on all these houses like a neighborhood. It's like, you know, there's caravans and there's little tiny houses, and then there's, you know, outdoor things and stages and, you know, big gardens and
So from this awareness, from this time, 2 years from now in 2023, the end of 2023, if you could turn back to the people 2 years previously at the end of 2021, what advice, what guidance would you give to them?
stop. Don't let them put any more shocks into your body. If you've chosen to have them, stop. Say no. Stop before there's no going back for you. Stop. Yeah, say no. You've got to say no. You have to say no. Because they'll keep coming and coming and coming and coming at you until you say no.
Speak to that, actually. What is the importance of people finding their no and coming to that no within themselves? It feels like there's a real gift there for people, that they have to discover that within themselves.
Because it's breaking out of the patterning and that brainwashing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's switching it off.
Yeah.
And it's standing up for yourself and standing up for what's right.
Mm-hmm. The line in the sand that gets crossed. People feels like there's a certain line in people's psyche, or
and people are moving their line. You know, they go, this is my line in the sand, and it gets crossed, and they go, actually, this is my line in the sand.
so they compromise.
Yeah.
So it's a real compromise. They're compromising their own line, really.
And they're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
They're not getting anything back.
Only being pushed into the corner, so to speak. Yeah. Yeah. What would people have to accept about themselves? Because it's like, what are people not accepting about themselves that's allowing that? Why would they keep pushing their line back like that?
Because to see it is to admit that they were wrong.
Yeah.
And there's fear of blame or guilt or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
What would you like to say to them? Because it feels like compassion is going to be very much required.
Because there's no shame, because you were just doing the best that you could.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like to believe that these people that are supposed to care about us and look after us, these leaders, are doing the opposite. Is just too much for so many people. For the vast majority, it's just too much. And it just links back to every other trauma they've had, every time they've been let down, every time they haven't been kept safe by, you know, someone that was meant to keep them safe. And so it's like that click is actually going to be the permission slip to actually process their lifetime with trauma. And they'll be ready to come with us.
Yeah.
And we'll be waiting with a hot drink and something to eat.
And a hug and a smile.
And a blanket. And cry for 2 months if you have to. You can go to the crying tent. There's nice music on in there. Oh.
We had a lady here last week. She called the sauna the crying box. That was her crying box.
Awesome.
So looking from 2 years in the future back at Abby, so we'll give some guidance to Abby now. The end of 2021, from this moment forward, what would you like Abby to accept and to know? And
just keep trusting your intuition, because you're so special. And you're going to guide so many people and lead so many people. And you've been shown the things that you've been shown for a reason. Oh. And don't take anything personally that gets slung your way along the way. Just keep really grounding it, coming back to what's true for you. speaking your truth, and keep being brave, keep having difficult conversations, keep sharing your story and your opinions and your points of view, because they're so important. They're going to help so many people.
Speak to Abby about her authentic vibration.
It's so beautiful, and it's so alive and vibrant and funny and crazy and wild and free.
The perfect disruptive pattern we need on the earth.
Yeah, and people want that.
Yeah,
people want that so much, and you can help them get there. And they're not trying to get. It's not them getting an authentic vibration that's like mine. It's helping them return to. It's not getting anything they don't have. It's getting all the shit out of the way so they can return to their authentic vibration, which is their authentic vibration that they've carried through every single life so far. And they will. Their soul. Because being in your authentic vibration, that's the whole point of being here. That unlocks codes, keys, and doorways, and
what advice do you have to give to Abby about her relationship with a partner?
Just to keep checking in, keep talking, trust that it is the right thing for both of us, and if it even becomes the wrong thing for both of us, we will know. And to just build it to be more connected, more loving, more thoughtful, to keep laughing together, to go deeper with our sexuality and our exploration of our sex life. And that's therapy without words. Yeah, just to keep growing together. And to remember how lucky we are to have found each other. We're so lucky. So a lot of people go through life and they never find anything that's special with another person. Yeah, to remember to be playful and have fun. The crazier it gets outside, the lighter we have to be. Celebrate. Rejoice. I don't think I've ever said that word in my life.
Rejoice.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Rejoice in what you have. Rejoice
Be
in
joyful.
Rejoice.
Rejoice.
Rejoice in the gifts of the moment.
Yeah, rejoice in each other, with our children, with our friends. Be grateful. You just feel yourself, my future self right here. It's really powerful.
So that was the next piece I was going to say, is to breathe into that energy. You beat me to it. And yeah, come back down the timeline, bring it with you, infuse it into your body now, your cellular structure, your psyche, your energy, calibration it into the now, into that knowingness of that beautiful future vision now. Feeling that sense of all is well, all is unfolding, my perfect timeline, for my highest good and the highest good of all. I trust, I allow. And so it is.
And so
I'd like you to just tune in one more little bit. Tune in to the connection that was beautiful between Abby and her partner Sam. So tune in a little bit more. Anything else about the connection between Abby and Sam before this lifetime and their soul connection?
I just see that he's rising up now to meet me. So the best is yet to come. Yeah. The best is yet to come. Beautiful. Yeah, it's going to feel more like an equal. It's going to feel more like an equal. Because he's cracking open. So he gets to take that journey. It's very exciting.
Before we complete the session, I'd like to do another body scan. And just, again, just bringing in another upgrade of light, code activation, releasing whatever is now ready to be released in this now new quantum moment for Abby's highest good and the highest good of all, in alignment with her authentic vibration. That of the earth, cosmos. Whakataka te hau ki te uru. Whakataka te hau ki te taonga. Kia mā kina kina ki uta. Kia mā taratara ke tai. E hi ake ana te atākuna. He tio. He huka. He hauhunga. Ti he mauri ora. Turu whakamaua ki a tina. O mie. Tai ki e. Describe what was happening there, what was changing.
It was all around my heart and just releasing any last layers, particularly with my marriage. Yeah, because I'm just ready to let him back in now. Because if I don't, there's no point. and let myself to love him and be loved by him. Oh. So good.
So I'd like you, before we complete this session, to repeat the centering thought, the card that you pulled patchouli before we began this session today. So seeing the neural pathways light up in the brain and the energy in the body with this centering thought and command. My body is a temple.
My body is a temple.
I honor and respect it.
I honor and respect it.
It houses my spirit.
It houses my spirit.
I am aware of my body's needs.
I am aware of my body's needs.
And I ask my heart to show me.
And I ask my heart to show me.
And life to show me.
And life to show me.
Why do I love my body?
Why do I love my body?
Show me all the ways I love my body.
Show me all the ways I love my body.
Show me why is it so fantastic to love my body?
Why is it so fantastic to love my body?
Why is it so fun to love my body?
Why is it so fun to love my body?
Why is it such a gift to love my body?
Why is it such a gift to love my body?
Why is it so sacred to love my body?
Why is it so sacred to love my body? Oh, that's a big one.
Why is it so safe to love my body?
Why is it so safe to love my body?
Why is it so soothing to love my body?
Why is it so soothing to love my body?
Why is it so peaceful to love my body?
Why is it so peaceful to love my body?
Why is it so rewarding to love my body?
Why is it so rewarding to love my body?
Why is it so strengthening to love my body?
Why is it so strengthening to love my body?
Why is it so harmonious to love my body?
Why is it so harmonious to love my body?
And finally, why is it so joyful to love my body?
Why is it so joyful to love my body?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take a few breaths with that.
Might blow my nose if I can.
Yep.
So, ooh. Thank you. Oh. Oh, that's better.
There you go. Good blow.
Ah.
Yeah, so just tune in how that is feeling in the body.
where I got stuck on my body as a temple and why is it so sacred. I'm really interested in that. Because obviously at some point I learned that it wasn't.
So follow that energy. Just follow that energy. You can do that now. And just drop into that.
Yeah, well, I think my body's been pretty badly abused many times. And so then I was doing it to myself this time around.
Yeah. Like many others. Yeah.
I guess I thought that was what I deserved. But I deserve so much better. And I have so much support. Like, you know, one of my best friends is a nutritionist, and she's right there to help me, you know. I don't have to do it on my own. And that's huge because I thought I had to do it on my own because I'm, you know, I feel embarrassed about choosing to eat bad things, or, you know, not bad things, but choosing to eat things that don't resonate anymore.
Yeah.
But actually this beautiful friend Becky is just, there's no, she loves all of me however I show up. So I just really got shown that I just need to reach out to her for some support around this eating. Yeah. I want to set myself free.
Yeah. Beautiful. So breathing in that receptivity of support and that beautiful exchange that's happening. Recognizing that it works both ways.
Yeah.
And as we bring the session to completion, any completion message for Abby or myself or our collective message, whatever it might be there that just is ready to be shared.
Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. No matter what, just hold that line. Because the stakes are high. The stakes are high. And it is about sovereignty. It absolutely is about sovereignty. So hold the line. And there will be discomfort, and there will be, you know, not struggle, but there will be challenges. It'll be challenging, and it will be uncomfortable. But that's how we grow.
So what will help people through the challenges and the discomfort? What is something to keep in mind?
Each other. Yeah, we really need to lean on each other. We really need to be there for each other like never before. Each other, yeah, our connections, our talking and our physical hugging and holding each other and just being together, you know, just being together so that we feel stronger, more connected,
supported.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And in terms of that alignment within, how important is it for people to meditate, and what else in their daily life to feel it's good to have the outer, but, you know, to have that inner strength no matter what, to be able to hold the line? What's guidance do you have?
Okay. To listen. So we need to listen to ourselves. So we need to like stop all the noise. Stop all the noise. Start pulling back, you know, limiting our times of being really selective of what we allow in. Yeah, being really selective about what we allow in, actually. And be prepared to say, stop. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because that's not my truth. And I don't want it in. Stop. with our children, be really selective and protective of what they're exposed to. Yeah. And then just nature, get in the water, get in the bush, lie on the grass, get to the beach. The water at the beach and the rivers is a dip in there, regardless of the weather. A dip in there is like completely resets you and cleanses you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.